had a really great run this past year. With a bunch of great players on it and a bunch of guys who have chip on their shoulder and much to prove. And that's kind of how I'm built. So I'm looking forward to joining the crew.
What's been key to you?
I've been in survival mode since day one, literally. Never been handed anything, so I've had to earn every single second that I've had in this league. So I think that's the reason why I've stuck around, is because there's no let up. It's just continuous work and continuous fight, just to stay relevant. Really, it's being a role player in the NBA is I call it the hardest job in the world, because you never know when your number's going to be called, but you have to work like you're going to play 30 minutes a game, and that's a really tough balance to have. And I've just been able to find that niche and really take advantage of it.
It's kind of interesting that the league has moved toward your skill set. And when you came into the league, nobody had ever heard of stretch four. And now the league is sort of headed your way instead of away from you, it seems.
It's good. It's going to extend me out for a little while longer. Yeah, I mean, it's something that, I can't say that I'm a genius and, foresaw the future, that it was going to be to this extent. But, a while back, back in high school, college, even though I was playing the five, I knew the future for me, if I was going to make the NBA, would be on the perimeter, be able to shoot really well. And, I kind of made the assumption that, hey, no team is going to turn down a guy who plays defense and knocks down threes. So, and that's kind of been the case as of the last 12 years.
What do you remember from your first time here? It's a few days.
Not much. I do remember there was a huge snowstorm one of those days I was here. I was here 12 days, and 2 of the days we were stuck because there's so much snow. But I know that that's not normal. I came from the snowy, cold tundra of Minnesota, which we had a great time, but it was very, very cold. So I'm looking forward to a more mild winter for sure.
Can you explain what the Tolliver effect is?
Honestly, I think a lot of people like my energy. They like just a lot of people call it infectious, especially on the court. I don't really say much. I don't really talk a lot. Off the court, I talk a lot, but on the court, I really don't say much. But just work, and sometimes as a player, when you have a teammate that's like that, it can affect your game as well, and can help you have a little bit extra energy as well. So I would call that would probably be the Tolliver effect. I know in Detroit it kind of got blown up a little bit in Detroit, and we started winning a lot of games when I was there. But it wasn't just because of me. I think that a lot of guys just stepped up and started playing really well. It just timed up with whenever I got there. But I think that's kind of that's how I would describe it.
I kind of took it into as the effect that you have in the locker room with guys and kind of creating a good culture and environment.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, on the court, I said, with the energy and everything else. Off the court, I'm consistent, and I try to pride myself on being consistent on and off the court. Just helping guys out. The young guys, I don't look at young guys as threats. Like, if I see something they're doing wrong, help them out. I tell them what to do. I say, hey, like, you should try this. Not, self-preservation says, hey, don't tell them your tricks, because guess what? They'll use it and then maybe take your spot. But for me, it's it's about the team. It's about figuring out the best way to get the job done. And if that's with me on the court, then great. If it's not, as a competitor, that sucks, But, at the end of the day, if we're getting the job done, then that's all that really matters. So I guess that would be, a part of it as well.
I think a lot of people can label you as a three-point guy, but I don't think a lot of people realize that you're a very solid defender. when did that kind of start to develop in your career?
Well, the defense actually has been there before the three-point shot. Really, going back to high school, I was a good three-point shooter, but it's more like a set shot, like Sam Perkins style. Feet don't move from the ground type shot. Developed a jump shot kind of after college. I was playing in the post in college, so yeah. I mean, the three-point shot has been an evolution. Kind of saw where the NBA was going, like I said. It's something I worked on for years. Has been my three-point shot, but the defense has kind of been my base, especially after going to Creighton, working with Dana Altman. Now I'm close to Altman now again. So yeah, I mean, definitely that's something that I take a lot of pride in. Take a lot of pride in being in the right place at the right time. I'm not this crazy, spectacular athlete that a lot of people are in this league. So I know I have to be smarter and be in the right place. And so I take a lot of pride in being in the right place, taking charges, and doing the things that other people don't want to do.
It's hard to take charges, huh?
Yeah, it is. It's an art for sure.
Have you had a chance to think about how you might fit in with the team that's currently constructed?
I mean, a little bit. Free agency was a little bit of a whirlwind.
Sure.
I still don't know, the full roster. I know the main guys or whatever, but and obviously it's still early, so I'm sure there's still going to be some additions, maybe, I don't know, movement or whatever. But I don't really worry too much about that. I was really looking for, an opportunity to go to a team where I was valued but also wanted, and they made that very clear. And so I haven't had a free agency go this quickly in my entire career, but I couldn't really pass up the opportunity to play for a contender and to play with guys like Dame and CJ, and I mean, just there's a lot of great players on this team, and also, kind of watching the playoffs last year, how they got double teamed a lot, and that's literally like how guys like myself can really excel. And so, like I said, I was watching the playoffs last few months, and this is one of the teams that I was like, wow, I really feel like I could help them out. And when the opportunity presented, I jumped on it.
A couple more, and then we're going to wrap it up.
As a vet, to get that to a team that is on the cusp of success and gets to the conference finals, that type of thing.
It means a lot. I mean, going through this league, you're kind of programmed to take advantage of opportunities. Hey, obviously financially, that's great, all that different stuff. But as I've gotten older, winning has become more and more important. And so, there was opportunities possibly to go to other places and, wait for things to happen, more dominoes to fall, and have more money kind of free up. But, for me, it was a lot less about the money this time around than it was, hey, like, I want to go somewhere where I can really go prove my worth, and on a team that is going to be legit and has an opportunity to really make some noise and, allow me to, do what I can to help that team get to where they need to be.
Do you like working with a lot of the younger guys, knowing this roster is pretty young itself?
I do. I have a history with Scal, actually. We played together in Sacramento, and he was, a guy that I took under my wing there. So just saw him in summer league practice and made eye contact. So, yeah, we've actually kept in touch over the last few years, and I'm looking forward to continuing that with him as well. And then, everybody else too. Obviously, me having a history with him makes it a little bit, more fun for me. But, with other guys too, like I said, it's all about, helping everybody that's around me, developing the team into, the absolute best team that we can be.
When you were watching the playoffs and you had that realization that, man, I could be a good fit here, where were you? Like, what city? Do you remember that?
It was in Minneapolis. Yeah. Just after, I mean, we were done. So I was like watching. After the season's over, I become a fan, and so I watched almost every single playoff game, and like I said, this is one of the teams that I saw an immediate. I saw like how Myers obviously shot really, really well for them in the playoffs and throughout the year, really. But and it's tough whenever you have those types of guards and you know and you can double team them. Just Golden State found that out too. When you double team those guards, they become a lot less effective, and so you have to have people around them that can shoot but also make plays. So yeah, I mean, like I said, it was this team definitely stood out while I was watching the playoffs.
Okay, we got to wrap it up there. Thanks, AT.
Yep.